Sir.
All right, we're back for segment 2, also known as the sports segment. It's no longer July.
No.
So no sports in July. Now it's sports in August.
Burn.
But that means we have football to talk about.
Yes.
Amongst other things. But football season's coming.
Preseason is just almost over.
You playing fantasy this year?
No, I'm not a fantasy guy, really.
It's because you got to try it.
You
got to try it.
Eventually, I'll try. I don't know if I have the time to get into it. I don't know.
I want the trophies right over there, dude. I won the fantasy league this year.
Show it to everyone.
You want me to grab it?
Grab it. Show it to everybody.
So you know how much money I won for this fucker last year?
No idea. How much money you win?
$700. Winning the fantasy league.
That's it?
Well, it's not that many players.
No, not that many players.
But I got this nice trophy.
There you go. You got your name on it yet? No.
Not yet. No, the plaque's going to go there.
All right.
We're missing
some days, some months, some years there.
Definitely not days missing.
Days.
But there is
I'm missing some days.
You're missing a lot of things.
Preseason is almost over with. Aaron Donald is going to be suspended for the rest of the preseason.
Yeah, good luck for that. The rest of the preseason, oh no.
Oh no. For bonking people's heads with helmets and stuff like that.
It happens, man. It happens.
Fights happen, though. So we'll see what happens with that one. But since week 1 is about 2 weeks away, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks, I want to get predictions. So we are going to predict the divisional winners and so it's three wild cards, right?
Three wild cards.
3 wild cards.
3 wild cards.
So we're gonna go ahead and give you our picks. This is going straight to Vegas, baby, straight to Vegas. So make sure you guys watch this and get our picks.
You've never seen this guy in Vegas.
Loaded times.
Don't take his pick to Vegas.
I want to go back again. It's been a while. Need to go back. Okay.
I go all the time.
All right.
Your fucking problem is
money, buddy. Money. We'll start with the NFC.
Money.
NFC. Who is winning the NFC North? Who you got?
Who's in the NFC North again? No, I know who's in the NFC North.
You sure?
Green Bay Packers.
You sure about
you got who you got? Who you got winning the North? You don't think the Packers
I think the Packers will too, but it's gonna be close. I think the Vikings might kind of give them a little bit hard. I think the Packers. I think their offense is not going to be good this year.
The offense is going to be fine.
I don't think it's going to be good.
It's going to be fine. I will believe the Vikings when I see it. Okay, because they can put up. They put up numbers. Yeah. They don't put up wins. That's the problem. At least not enough.
Maybe this year's the year.
Maybe. It's definitely a big maybe. Packers are going to smoke them. The Packers offense, it's going to be fine. Yeah. So they have this guy. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. They have this guy by the name of Aaron Rodgers. The man. They're going to be just fine. They'll be just fine.
That's pretty easy to pick Green Bay.
I mean, they lost Devontae Adams, but they'll be fine.
All right. All right. How about the NFC East? Going to be the worst division, probably of this football season.
I feel like I'm going. So the first 2 divisions, I feel like I'm going conventional picks here.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to go with the Eagles, and that's the conventional wisdom.
Well,
everybody's picking the Packers and the Eagles.
Everyone's picking the Cowboys.
Nobody's picking the Cowboys. What are you watching?
Cowboys are in the Super Bowl.
Nobody.
Jerry Jones has already purchased 100 Super Bowl tickets to give to the Packer fans.
I don't give a fuck what Jerry Jones has done. Nobody is predicting the Cowboys. Nobody of any merit other than Cowboys fans is predicting the Cowboys. The conventional wisdom is the Eagles are the best team in that division. Yeah. And I agree. I don't see I think the Cowboys will keep it really close to the Eagles. It's going to be a fight between those two. I think it's going to be pretty close. The Commanders and the Giants, I don't see doing
I think the Commanders might be sneaky good.
I think sneaky is a good way to describe them.
Good. It's possible they could sneak in there.
Who the fuck's playing quarterback for that team?
What's his face? Carson Wentz.
That's right.
Yeah.
Never mind. Commanders aren't going to challenge anybody. They got Wentz at quarterback. I'm sorry. That's not happening. It's not happening. Giants, 3rd place in that division. Giants, Commanders bringing up the rear.
All right. There we go. I'm picking Eagles as well. I'll pick the Eagles because I fucking hate the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yeah. NFC South. You got Atlanta, Carolina, Saints, and Tampa.
Tampa.
Yeah.
Saints ain't doing it. Carolina with Baker ain't doing it.
I don't think so either. Falcon. Who's the Falcons quarterback? Is it Mariota?
Marcus Mariota.
Yeah. I don't
Nope.
think that.
Oh, Tampa.
Tampa. Yeah, Tampa as well.
Tampa's a Super Bowl contender,
Yeah.
and nobody else in that division is close to that. The other teams in that division are at best playoff contenders. They are not going to, unless something happens to Tampa where they just take where they just really shit the bed and give it up. But I don't see that happening.
They obviously lost Gronk. They lose a wide receiver.
Gronk didn't do shit last year, so it doesn't matter.
They lose a wide receiver as well, or no? I can't remember.
Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are there.
Okay,
that's all that matters.
Evans left. I can't remember.
Nope, Mike Evans is there, and he's gonna have a big year.
Nice.
Book it.
We'll see if Tom Brady's time off helps, and we'll see.
1 week vacation, everybody's like, oh! I just banged the mic here. Put that anywhere.
Yeah. All right, I got Tampa as well in that division. Same.
Shocking.
Probably the best.
NFC sucks. If you haven't noticed so far.
No, yeah,
NFC sucks.
Probably the best division of the NFC is going to be
the West. Yeah, I would say it's the best of the NFC.
Obviously, Seattle's probably going to be at the bottom of that one. Rams. I think Niners. No, I don't think Lance is. He's gonna.
See, that's the issue. Is Trey Lance? You don't know what he's going to do. Yeah, first year as a starter, you don't know what he's going to do. The Rams are the easy pick, man. It
is.
It feels like a way too safe pick, but they're defending champs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it seems safe, but it's also kind of a no-brainer. It's like they're the defending champs until someone knocks them off. They're still the champs, and I don't do it. The Niners
whoever their quarterback is.
I think the Niners are. I think the Niners are okay. So we're talking about wild card. I think the Niners are taking a wild card.
All right,
that's pretty easy.
Niners are wild cards. That's one.
So who's the other team in that division?
Cardinals.
Cardinals
would be a wild card.
Cardinals are taking another wild card. I think Kyler Murray is going to have a big year. I don't think they're going to fall off in the second half the way that they've been doing. I think they're going to put it together this year, and they're not going to start off 8-0 or whatever they did last year. They're not going to start. It was more than that. It was like 9-0. I think they started off last year. 9-0.
I don't remember.
I don't think they're going to start off like that. They'll probably start off more in the neighborhood of 6-3. But I think they're going to finish off the year stronger and probably finish with the same amount of wins, probably 11, maybe 12. But the second half of the year is going to be stronger. They're going to be better prepared for the playoffs. They're not going to come in limping, winning only one game out of their last 5 or whatever they did last year. So I think that's to me that's a sneaky team. Yeah. Because I think Kyler is gonna take a jump. I think he is. He seems. I know everybody's freaking out about his contract because people don't like it when athletes get paid for whatever fucking stupid jealous reason. But I don't know. To be honest, I kind of like what I saw from him in the preseason, and I don't really put much stake into the preseason. Yeah. Preseason's fake football.
I don't even watch the preseason.
I liked that they had Kyler calling the offense.
Yeah, I heard about that. He was.
I watched it. I saw him. I'm like, he's on the sideline, calling the plays, running the offense as the OC. I kind of like that. To me, it shows me a little something to him. Yeah, now it might have been posturing. I don't know, but I feel like that's going to be a dangerous team. They could challenge the Rams more than the Niners, maybe. Yeah, they could. Doesn't mean they will, but they certainly can.
All right.
Other wild cards. We got one more wild card. I'm taking you taking the Rams in that division, by the way?
Yeah, Rams in the division as well. And then I am taking Arizona in the wild card, San Francisco in the wild card as well, and Dallas as the third wild card. That's mine.
I see you working. Trying to get the Dallas fans some love.
On, Dallas. Yeah, we're going to wild card, but they're going to be at the very bottom of that wild card.
So I'm not picking Dallas for the third wild card. I am taking the Niners and the Cardinals for my first 2 wild cards. Third wild card. Here we go. Here we go. You ready? Minnesota Vikings.
There you go. All right.
So I'm going to give the Vikings a little bit of love. I think they pull off 10 wins this year.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that the Cowboys are 9. Firmly planted at 9 wins.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the Vikings 10 wins, and I think they take that third wild card spot.
All right.
So the only challenger to me is going to be obviously the Cowboys, but in the South, I feel like the Saints are going to be sneaky.
Think so?
I don't know. I have this feeling.
Winston,
Jameis.
Winston. As a J.
I feel like they're going to be a little sneaky. They're so under the radar, but so I feel like Jameis has got to fucking do something.
He has to
right?
ball out.
He's got to do something.
He's got like a 2-3 year contract. I think he signed.
I don't know. They're sneaky, but I'm still taking the Vikings as the third pick for the wild card.
All right. Well, there you go. That's our NFC picks for this coming
Who's winning
year.
the NFC?
Who's winning it? Who's going?
You want to jump that far ahead?
Going to the Super Bowl.
Do you want to jump that far ahead?
Why not?
Okay? How about conference championship? We don't have to predict Super Bowl.
Ooh, conference championship game. I'm gonna go Rams. Rams and Green Bay.
Rematch. Last year was that a rematch?
No.
Rams and Tampa.
Yeah, no. The because
who was the last one?
San Francisco beat the
Packers. Yeah.
So was it Rams
and
Niners, right?
No, it was Rams and Tampa.
No, Tampa lost in the first round, right?
No,
they lost in the first round.
No,
it was that comeback win, right?
No, it was Rams. It was Rams Tampa.
Yeah,
it was Rams Tampa. So, because remember Tom Brady tried to come back.
Yeah.
But then Matt Stafford threw that bomb at the end to Cooper Kupp.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay.
That's why you pick up. That's why you pick up Matty Stafford. That's why you do it. Not Matty Ice, Matty Stafford. That's why you pick him up. Because he fucking saved your playoff season. He saved and got you in the Super Bowl and then won you the big dance. So there you go. Yeah, but I don't think Tampa's going to go to the NFC Championship this year. I think Green Bay. I feel like we're picking the safe pick, Green Bay, but the NFC just sucks. Like, my sleeper pick for the NFC Championship. My sleeper pick for the NFC Championship is the Arizona Cardinals. That's my sleeper pick.
That's your sleeper pick.
Yeah.
Do I have one? I don't. All right. That's our NFC picks for this coming year. AFC. Let's start.
The better of the two conferences.
Yeah, let's start in the North. Who you got winning that division in the North?
I think I have to go with the Ravens.
Yeah.
This is tough though because the Bengals are the defending AFC champions, right?
Yeah,
they won the Super Bowl last year, and
they won the division.
By the way, they only got better. Like they bolstered their offensive line,
which they definitely needed.
That team's going to be really fucking good this year. So I'm already second guessing my Ravens pick because I think that's going to be a dogfight.
Yeah, Ravens in a
if Lamar Jackson can stay healthy and not get banged up because he's going to be running the ball a lot. Joe Burrow's got a better offensive line now, at least on paper. Yeah. We'll see how it shakes out when the season starts, but on paper he's got a better offensive line, so he's not going to be pressured nearly as much as he was last year. And he's a much better passer than Lamar Jackson. Yeah. Lamar Jackson is a more dynamic playmaker as an athlete, but Joe Burrow is a much better passer. So, shit, do I want to go Bengals actually now? I'm thinking about it. I'm like talking myself out of my own pick.
Which ones? I mean, obviously one of them is going to the wild cards.
Is it so obvious?
Yeah.
We haven't got to the rest of the conference yet. You sure about that?
I think so.
West might have something to say about that.
I know, that's true. All three teams in the West.
Fuck. I'm totally second guessing. I'm going to let you go because I'm totally second guessing myself now.
I'm going Bengals to win that division. I'm going Bengals. I think Lamar, he's going to have a down year. I think he's going to be a down year. He might get injured. I have a feeling about it because it might be some voodoo about him not signing a contract.
Here's
and usually that happens to players when they don't sign a contract when they're betting on themselves. Most of the time they get injured.
No, it's not. Dak Prescott just did it and he succeeded to holy hell. There was another player who just did it. I can't remember his name. Dak Prescott. He did bet on himself and he get injured. That's right. He still got paid. Yeah, because he played really well. And there's another player just did too. I'm blanking, but it doesn't always happen. Like there's the risk certainly that's there, but You're saying you feel like he's gonna have a down year. I feel
think
like
he's gonna have a down
he had a down year last year.
Yeah.
Which is the reason why I'm picking him, because I feel like he's going to have an up year this year because he had a down year last year. I feel like there's an uptick. I feel like the Ravens are due for an uptick.
Yeah. Hey, maybe the Bengals have.
I'm taking the Steelers. Fuck it.
Browns. Give me the Browns.
Not taking the Browns.
Yeah, Watson coming back week 12, week 13 or something.
Yeah, and he's gonna be rusty as fuck. Did you see him in the preseason game? Looked terrible.
Terrible.
Rusty. But
you know what? Could the Bengals be in that Super Bowl slump like every team ever?
There's that too. It
usually happens.
My instinct is pulling me towards the Ravens. Like my gut's pulling me towards the Ravens, but my brain is pulling me towards the Bengals. I think I'm going to stick with the Ravens, though.
I'm going to go with Bengals.
With an honorable nod to the Bengals as being, I think that's going to be a dogfight for that division. Like for those two teams especially, and Pittsburgh's going to throw their hat in there. Pittsburgh could play spoiler. Pittsburgh could be the team that I have to look at the schedule, but they could be like a 9-win team that blows up one of those two from the division at the end of the year. Like by winning a game against them and changing the division lead between the Bengals and the Ravens because the Steelers beat one of them. I can totally see the Steelers doing that because the Steelers, make no mistake, the Steelers are going to be good. That team never has a losing record. Doesn't matter how many injuries they have, what kind of slump they're going through. It doesn't matter.
They're a winning culture.
Such a great organization.
Winning culture.
They're going to be nipping at the Ravens and Bengals' heels throughout the whole season. They're going to be there. Now, I don't think they're going to win the division, but they're going to be there, and they may play spoiler. Yeah. They may decide that division coming into the year.
The Browns too will play spoiler here and there. I mean, they still have a great team, great defense, great running game, great offensive line. The only problem is their quarterback. Is the only problem with that team.
It's kind of a big problem.
It is a big problem, but I mean, defense, you can win some games. And I think I'm blanking on the quarterback right now.
Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, Brissett. He can ball out. He can play.
Ball out is strong.
He can play.
He can play a little bit. Yeah, I think
he can win some games.
I think Trubisky will have a better season than Jacoby Brissett. Kenny Pickett make it in there. Who knows?
Might.
I mean, but and then maybe who knows what's going to happen at that point because he's a rookie. But I feel like the Steelers are going to play spoiler. They may decide that division come the end of the season by beating either the Bengals or the Ravens, and offsetting that division record, that win-loss record, something to shake things up. I feel like that they could play spoiler because they're just that type of organization. They'll be there. They will be there. They may be out of the running for the division, but they will be there competitive and ready to play, ready to knock somebody in the mouth.
So when December comes around and this happens, we'll cut this part out and we'll put it in there, and we predicted it. So
watch the Steelers go 4-13 or some shit.
But they got that one game. They had that one game at the end of the year against either team. AFL, XFL, AFC East. You got one in that division. That's pretty simple, yeah.
Bills.
Yeah, I got Bills as well.
Probably the best team in the league.
Yeah.
Probably. Actually, I want to back up on that a little bit. I feel like that's conventional wisdom, is that they're the best team in the league. That's what everybody wants to say. It's what everybody wants to believe. I don't know I'm quite there yet.
No.
But they are stacked. Let's just be real. That team is stacked top to bottom, offense, defense. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the AFC. It's going to be great fun to watch them go up against the other AFC powerhouses. That's why the AFC is such a fun conference this year.
Great conference.
It's going to be fun. But I don't think anybody in that division has any chance in hell.
Miami,
the Jets are going to play spoiler.
Zach Wilson, sophomore year. Let's go. I don't know. No.
So Patriots are going to steal some games as usual because that's what the Patriots do.
Miami's
but second place in that division might be Miami.
I think Miami will be sneaky. It just kind of depends on the quarterback play.
Yeah, Tua. It depends on what Tua's going to do. Yeah, Tua, this is a make or break year for Tua.
I think so
by far. Yeah. Like he needs to prove some shit this year. He's played, despite what might be construed as bad press. He's played pretty well. Like he hasn't look. I mean, he's had bad games. Don't get me wrong, but he's overall played pretty well. But he needs to step it up a notch. He does. He needs to. I think he needs to. Here's what I think he needs to do. I think he needs to be the second best quarterback in that division. He needs to play better than Mac Jones this year.
Yeah, that's right.
He needs to. He needs to.
AFC South, and this division is pretty much what, Colts, Titans, maybe Colts and Titans.
I think you.
It
depends on Matty Ice, man.
Yeah. Matty Ice.
I think he's got one good year left in him. I do think he does.
This is the year
I think he does.
Year.
But I feel like everybody is just fucking selling the Titans so short. Yeah. Even Tannehill, when he's
played bad in the postseason. He's played bad.
Honestly, not really. Like, I feel like that's so overstated because
he
that game,
3 interceptions.
2 of them were tipped, man. Like, you had to watch the fucking game. The narrative of that game, if you watched it, was so different than what it was made out to be. 2 of those balls were tipped. They were catchable balls, and they were tipped. Period. Or one of them, I think, might have been tipped off the line. I can't remember exactly. Yeah. But I remember 2 of them specifically being tipped. There was only 1 real interception. And then he threw some balls that were really good in that game. He made some really clutch throws that people kind of overlooked because A, they lost, and B, the stat line said 3 interceptions. Yeah. Period. So I feel like he's better. Not that he played like out of his mind. He still made mistakes, sure, but I just don't think he played as bad as the narrative would suggest. And there were moments in that game where I'm like, okay, Tannehill just made a pretty big ass pass in a big moment right there. Because I watched the game live, and I was, and then afterwards you hear people talking about it, I'm like, it's not what I saw, man. Yeah, those. He had some unfortunate interceptions, but that'll happen, man. Quarterback can't control everything.
No, not everything.
So, there's balls that go off the receiver's hands, and one of them did, and I think one of them might have been tipped at the line. I have to go back and check the tape.
Check the tape.
But I know there was 2 tip balls that were interceptions. So only one of them was a real bad throw, and he made some other really good throws. So it's like I feel like we're sleeping on them because we want to believe that they just can't do it. They just can't do it. They don't have the right guy quarterback, blah, 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 blah.
I mean, they've won that division for the last 3-4 years.
Dude, they're winning like 13 games every year.
Winning,
it's like,
but they're not getting it done in the playoffs. They're one and done. They're always losing the first round.
No, not always. Did
they win one?
Yeah, they won a playoff game. But, well, they lost to the, they lost. I don't think so. Yeah, they did. They lost to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. You can't get there without winning a playoff game, even if you have a bye. So, they're not as bad as people. Dude, you just said how they've won that division how many years in a row?
I know.
They're winning 13 games every fucking year.
The Colts.
They got Derrick Henry. Hello. People keep wanting to pretend like Derrick Henry's going to fall off a cliff. I think he's got 2 or 3 good years left in him. And Tannehill, if you want to hit on him in the playoffs, whatever, go ahead. But in the regular season, he's going to win that division, man.
Right.
Like who?
So you're going Titans.
You think Matty Ice and the Colts are going to take that? I just got through saying I think Matty Ice has 1 more good year left in him. I do.
Wild card.
I don't know. I don't know that they have enough to overtake the Titans because we're sleeping on how good the Titans have been. Period. We are. That they've been that good every year. They've been top 3 team in the AFC every year in the past 3 years.
Yeah.
Top 3 at worst, top 5. So now we're just gonna be like, oh well, now Matt Ryan, an old man Ryan's gonna go to the Colts and all of a sudden overtake the Titans. I don't know. I feel like we're selling the Titans a little bit short. That's all. I'm taking the Jags. Trevor Lawrence.
You know what's funny? I just played Madden 23. I played franchise mode. The AFC Championship game was. Because I'm playing the Browns, so I'm obviously in the Browns. Browns and Jags, AFC Championship game.
Record low ratings right there. That's what you would get as record low ratings.
Crazy shit right there. Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Only in a video game, my friends. Only in a video game.
You're taking the Titans, huh? Taking the Titans?
I think so.
Right.
I feel like it's a safe pick, and I don't always like safe picks. I don't have faith in the... See, now you make me second guess myself because they do have Jonathan Taylor. They do have a good defense.
I'm getting my pick over with. I'm picking the Colts for that division.
I never told you had to wait on your pick. Go fuck yourself.
He's waiting, bro.
I'll take the Titans.
All right.
I'll take the Titans.
There you go.
But I do think Matty Ice is gonna have a good year. I do.
Possible wild. We'll give our wild cards in a sec.
No wild card. I think they're gonna top out at 10 wins, which in the AFC is not gonna be enough for a wild.
It might not be. All right. The best division probably in the entire NFL.
It is.
AFC West. Who you got winning that division? Fucking, this is hard. It's all 4 teams.
You know what's really hard about this?
Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers.
You know what's really hard about this is I'm a Broncos fan.
Yeah, of course.
So I can't pick the Chargers. I'm a fucking Broncos fan. Fuck the Chargers, man. I want to see the Chargers shit the bed. I want to see the Chargers take a nap in November and December like they always do.
Mm-hmm.
Start out strong, and then just take a nice little nap in November, December, because that's what they do. I don't think it's gonna happen this year. I think
where you're putting your money at for Vegas was winning this division. What are you doing? You're putting $100 down. Who's winning this?
Chiefs.
Chiefs is your pick.
I think so. It's kind of like, you know, you gotta knock the king off of his fucking throne, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they just have something. They've got the coach, they've got the team, they've got the quarterback. Tyreek Hill being gone hurts, sure, but I feel like they're gonna figure it out, especially with Andy Reid there. I just feel like they will figure it out. Yeah. Here's the thing about Andy Reid. Okay, so Andy Reid used to catch a lot of flack for not winning a Super Bowl because people like to do that shit. But he won the NFC conference like 5 years in a row, and obviously won the division. Yeah, I don't think he was ever a wild card. Won the division all those years as well.
He's won the Super Bowl, though.
That's with the Chiefs, not with the Eagles. NFC.
Okay.
NFC. Yeah, he finally broke through. But before that, people, he can't win the big game.
Yeah,
even though he won the NFC, not won the NFC, but got the NFC Championship so many years in a row, won the division all those years. That's consistency right there. That shouldn't be lost on people.
No, I don't think anyone doubts Andy Reid's fucking knowledge of the game or whatever.
But people doubt the team.
Yeah.
And so Andy Reid has the ability to keep that team on top of that division. He does. Yeah. He's done it before. He is proven to do that before. Losing Tyreek Hill is not going to all of a sudden wash all that shit away. So you still got Mahomes. Their defense has improved. And I feel like they've got offensive pieces. Yeah. You still got Kelsey, who's best tight end in the league. And so it's tough. You said it. It's tough. You make me go first.
I'm gonna go Chargers winning that division.
I think Chargers have a really good shot.
You're winning that division.
I can't fucking pick the Chargers.
That's me. Taking them.
But I feel like Chargers got a really good shot because obviously their offense is really good, but they've retooled their defenses. Yeah. On paper, it looks super stout.
Yeah.
So
hopefully everyone sees.
All right. So okay, I'm a Broncos fan.
You got Russell Wilson there.
And Broncos won 7 games last year with no quarterback. Like they legit had no quarterback. They still won 7 games. So is Russell Wilson worth an extra 5 games? Easy. I think so. Yeah. Because they have the defense. They have offensive pieces. They have great running backs, great receivers. Noah Fant was a bust at tight end, but he's not there anymore. He wasn't a bust. He was just decent. But so I don't know, man. That's a sleeper pick for me. My team, it's a sleeper pick. I feel like they could sneak in and take that division from either the Chargers or the Chiefs.
No Raiders, huh?
No, fuck the Raiders. Fucking Raiders, man. The only team that's worse than the Raiders is the Cowboys.
In your Raiders.
So here's the thing about the Raiders is Devontae Adams, and Derek Carr have a built-in relationship, and I think that's gonna put up some numbers. That's gonna put up some numbers. I think Derek Carr is going to be a good fantasy pick this year. I can't pick them over the Broncos. And I don't think they're better than the Chargers and the Chiefs. So I feel like that's the worst team in the division. But that's relatively speaking.
They're going to probably be like 9-10 wins still. Possibly.
10 or 11?
Yeah.
I think 10 or 11.
Yeah.
So, because look, they play, all those division teams play each other twice, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You figure they're
when one each
probably
maybe?
Split, I guess, maybe. I mean, so you figure that's 3 losses. There's 17 games, so that's 14 wins, and then you figure they have a few other losses here and there. I think all the teams in that division are good for 10, 11 wins, if not more, obviously. So
you're going Chiefs.
I'm thinking my 3 wild cards come out of the division. I think the entire division goes to the playoffs.
First time ever, yeah.
I think who. Bengals. If I'm picking the Ravens, and obviously the Bengals are going to have a big thing to say about that. But I don't think the East or the South have any teams better than 4 in the West. I mean, not even close. The Bengals, the Bengals, or in your case, the Ravens. The Ravens are definitely going to have something to say about that if the Bengals take the division. The Ravens are going to be up there for a wild card spot. So, oh man, it's tough.
I'll go and pick so I got the Chargers winning that division. The 3 wild cards are gonna be the Chiefs, Ravens, and Titans. Since I got the Colts winning that division.
Interesting. So you got 1 wild card team from around the West.
Yes, I do.
So
I think the Raiders are not going to be good at all.
I'm hedging my bets on the Chiefs, Chargers.
The Broncos are going to be close, but they're not going to. They're going to be with. There's a toss up between the Colts and maybe the Broncos for that 3rd wild card.
You mean the Titans?
Sorry, Titans. Yeah. Titans and the Broncos.
Did you pick the Colts to win the division?
I did.
What happened here?
Colts win the division. I'm thinking your side.
Yeah, so I'm still waffling between Chiefs, Chargers. I really think both of them have an equal chance of winning that division. I'm just going with the Chiefs because they're proven.
Yeah.
And the Chargers, you got to show me, man. They've
show up at the end of the year.
so many times, that team with Phillip Rivers for so many years would fucking go to sleep at the end of the year. And they did it again last year without Phillip Rivers, with Justin Herbert. Even though he had an amazing season, they went to fucking sleep at the end of the year, and they let the Raiders take their lunch money. They really did.
Big time, yeah.
So you gotta show me, man. Until you can show me, hey, I'll say I'm wrong. But I think the Chiefs. I think a lot of people are kind of, the Chiefs are getting, in a lot of ways, getting the Titans treatment. Is people are kind of forgetting how good that team really is, and they're thinking because you lost Tyreek Hill. Yeah, okay. If you think that they're not going to be able to recover from that, I think you're greatly mistaken. And the Chargers are a darling because they added so many pieces. That's great. They still need to prove it, man. They haven't proved it in fucking forever. No. So you can add all the shit you want on paper, but you got to prove it, man. So it's going to be fun to watch. That conference is going to be fucking fun to watch this year.
It's going to be great.
I'm excited to see.
I got the NFL Sunday ticket for free for the last year on DirecTV.
I'm excited to see if the Chargers can prove it. I'm excited to see what Matty Ice does in Indianapolis. Yeah. I'm excited to see if the Bengals do not go through a Super Bowl slump. And I'm excited to see if Lamar can bounce back and the Ravens can bounce back and be the one of, if not the class of that division or that conference again.
Fuck the Ravens.
Because the Ravens, well, you're a Browns fan, but it wasn't that long ago where the Ravens were like top 2 or 3 team in that conference.
Always.
So they're going to be coming, man. They're going to be coming. I want to see if the Steelers will play spoiler. Because,
AFC's going to be fun to watch this year, man.
Just fuck with everybody. Why not?
Fuck everyone.
And I want to see the Patriots get their ass whooped because the Bills are going to smoke everybody in that division. So there's that.
Well,
AFC Championship.
AFC Championship game.
Come on.
Ooh, fuck.
This is it, because the segment's going long, so this is it.
This is it. We gotta talk. Well, how many minutes is it?
This is a lot. Hurry up.
Chiefs and Titans. Chiefs and Titans.
Chiefs Titans. Interesting. Rematch from a couple years ago. So, or however many years ago. I'm pretty sure. I feel like I'm misremembering. I swear to God, it was the Titans and the Chiefs in the AFC Championship at some point. But whatever.
I don't think so.
I don't know, man. I feel like maybe this is wishful thinking, and this is what I want to see. Other than being a Broncos fan, of course, I want to see the Broncos going for the Super Bowl. So I'm not going to be too much of a homer. I'm going to lean away from them because I think Russell Wilson needs 1 year there before he can really, really take off. So I'm going to kind of downplay that team a little bit, not be too much of a homer. So what I want to see is a rematch. Chiefs-Bills, man.
Chiefs-Bills.
I want a rematch.
I want to see that too.
I want a fucking rematch.
You know what? I'm changing. I just blank.
Dude, that fucking AFC Championship.
I'm gonna do the same.
That AFC Championship will be so fucking epic.
Epic fun.
So epic.
Firepower everywhere.
Dude.
Touchdowns. Everywhere. Defense just gas.
Dude, need I remind you?
Hopefully a coin flip doesn't.
So I was watching. By the way, I was watching the game in this bar. With a bunch of Bills fans, because my family are Bills fans. Yeah. They score. They take the lead with 13 fucking seconds left. Of course, my big-ass mouth says, dude, you're good. You got this. You're going to the Super Bowl. It's only 13 seconds left. And everyone's like, shut up. I'm like, what are you talking about? Nobody can score in 13 seconds. It's not possible. Tom Brady couldn't score in 30 seconds. 13? What are you going to do? Nobody scores in 13 seconds. It's over. It's over, Johnny. The Chiefs scored in 10. 10 fucking seconds.
Nuts. You jinx motherfucker.
They scored in 10 seconds. I've been watching football my entire life. I've never seen anything like that. Yeah. Not even close. There's a reason why I said nobody scores in 13 seconds, because it never fucking happens. If it's 30 seconds left, you're like, game's over. 13 seconds? Of course I was like, game's over. Done. They scored in 10 fucking seconds. That's the Chiefs for you.
I want to see that too.
Rematch.
Championship game.
Hello. That would be epic as fuck.
Let's go. Let's do it.
As much as I want the Broncos to go, that would be fucking epic.
I don't have my glasses on. How long is that?
Long.
Well, maybe
we're going to have to make some editing here.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about baseball. Hunt for October.
Fuck that shit. So,
right?
I got one thing to say.
One more thing.
About the PGA Tour.
Ooh, PGA, yeah.
So we talked about the Live Tour on the past episode,
we did,
right?
Yeah.
And I mentioned how the PGA Tour I thought was kind of making themselves look bad by totally bitching at all the players from Live Tour and talking about how they're so terrible,
horrible,
talking all this shit,
blood money,
making them seem so bad. So the PGA Tour just went into business with Tiger and Rory McIlroy. Rory. We can do this on a first name basis, right? Tiger and Rory
what's up, bro?
are forming their own side golf league, I guess. Okay. Collection of team-based tournaments in conjunction with the PGA Tour. So, stop me if this sounds hypocritical, okay?
Thank you, Liv.
So, they're also, by the way, guaranteeing money on these events.
Guaranteed
for
money.
The players.
What does that remind me of?
So, I don't understand how, like, they can... How everybody just seems like this is okay. Like, oh, makes so much sense. You were hating on the players in the Live Tour so much. This is exactly what Phil Mickelson and other players were complaining about with the PGA Tour. It's exactly what they wanted. And now you're giving it to Tiger and Rory, acting like you're competing with the Live Tour, but you badmouthed them so much and made them look like such assholes. Now, you can still always fall back on the Saudi thing and fall back on anti-terrorism and stuff like that, and say that they're partnering with corrupt state money, which is not true. Is not untrue, because there is a lot of humanitarian issues going on in Saudi Arabia. But other than that, like, it just makes them look petty again. Like why? This is exactly what Greg Norman specifically had wanted to do for years. You're doing now with Tiger Rory what Greg Norman had tried to do with you for decades. And you would never let him do it. So he had to go and get government-backed money from somewhere else. And now, all of a sudden, you're like, now they're doing it after you've done all that shit-talking and bad-mouthing. Now you're like, okay, now we'll do it with Tiger and Rory, even though Greg Norman had been trying to do it with you for decades. Or at least trying to get permission to do it for decades. And it's just kind of, I don't know. It continues to make the PGA Tour look bad, like they're chasing. And they're the big dog. I don't understand why they... Like, the LIV Tour is nothing. Has anybody watched a LIV golf event? I haven't. I like golf. No. I like the players that are there. I love Phil. He's probably my favorite golfer. I like Dustin Johnson. I haven't watched shit. Why is the PGA so fucking worried about it? I don't get it. But all they do is badmouth them, and it makes them look bad. And now they're doing this, and it makes them look even more bad because this is what the players wanted. And so they had to go somewhere else to get it. And now you're like, oh, well, now we'll do it with Tiger and Rory because those are our favorite guys. My 2 cents.
All right. I think that wraps up sports segment. I think we went a lot long.
You don't have any comment?
Golf, bro. Golf. I don't know. Fucking guaranteed contracts.
What do you got for me? Yes.
That's kind of all I got.
Dude, when I heard that, I'm like, and they're going to guaranteed money. Pay for players to play in this event.
Do you have the Nations contract? I think that's what it's called. Nations agreement, where if one player ends up making more than the other player, and the other player gets that amount plus, right? Nations. I don't know.
Nation of domination. It's 45 minutes.
Whatever. Golf. I haven't watched a LIV Tour. I haven't watched.
I don't think anybody has.
I haven't watched a PGA. I don't watch golf very much, so I don't really care.
You know, your head kind of looks like a golf ball.
Maybe.
Actually, it's a little oblong. Mine's more round. Mine's probably more golf ball material.
Mine's like sticks out like a
cone. Yeah, you cone head. Cone head, yeah. You'll be eating toilet paper here pretty soon.
Later. All right. Well, I mean, whatever. Wraps up sports segment for episode 19 of Beer Night.
I sure hope you guys like football. Yes, that's all you got.
That's all you got from us. Take it to the bank. Put your money where your mouth is. Take our picks to Vegas. And hopefully you win some money. So we got more coming your way. Make sure you subscribe and hit the thumbs up.